Hi, my name is ColdBeer and let's start with Hell Clock. In this hack-and-slash action RPG, you will play as a warrior fighting to rescue the soul of the Counselor, your fallen mentor. With each descent into the darkness, time warps and your power grows as you confront the dark forces that claimed your mentor's head and trapped his soul. Here every second counts as you will charge to battle the undead forces and risk delving deeper for powerful loot. Yeah, amigo, this game is filled with various treasures you can find. So while you face the nightmarish incarnations, you will also hunt down ancient relics infused with a strength of unimaginable power and create various skill combinations. The setting of the game is quite unusual. It's Brazil and not some imaginary land. That's cool, I guess. I like Brazil. The game features a 3-act story campaign where you will slay hordes of demons, craft items and control godly powers. People on Steam are saying that this is an excellent action RPG, but it is filled with bugs and glitches, though not everyone experiences those. The game's score on Steam is very positive. Have a nice death. This is an action roguelite platformer where you play as an overworked death. Your employees have run rampant, completely throwing off the balance of souls and your vacation plans. In order to restore order, you'll have to grab your trusty scythe and show your employees how it's done. You'll meet a diverse cast of memorable characters, sharpen your side skills, and engage in fast-paced hack-and-slash combat, utilizing over 70 unique weapons and spells. Since death can't die, this is a perfect setting for the roguelike genre. You just start again, alive, if death is alive. Well, that makes me wonder. Anyway, a performance review after every run guarantees that you unlock interesting items and upgrades that will help you progress on your journey. Players are saying that the graphics are really nice, gameplay is really fun, but it can become quite repetitive rather quickly as well. The game has a very positive review score on Steam, and the average reviewer has recorded gameplay time between 5 and 50 hours. But while scrolling through the comments, I've seen guys with hundreds of hours, 400, 500, 600 hours of gameplay on record. Their virginity is really safe and going nowhere. Thymesia. This is a dark fantasy action RPG with fast-paced combat and an interesting plague weapon system. In a kingdom where death rules, you will play as a mysterious character known by the codename Corvus. And as always, you are the kingdom's final hope, blah blah, the fate of the land is resting in your hands, and so on. You know, also it's a short game. It is possible to beat it in 6 hours, but hey, let's be fair and square and triangle. It ain't gonna happen unless you are a god of gamepad. Also, if you like tea with thymes, then you are strong and this game needs you. Dave the Diver. This is a casual single-player adventure RPG featuring deep-sea exploration and fishing during the day and sushi restaurant management at night. Here you will dive into the ever-changing blue hole and use a harpoon and other weapons to catch fish and other various unlucky creatures. You will upgrade and forge equipment with collected resources and sushi restaurant profits to prepare for the dangers that lurk in the unknown. Here you will also meet quirky but lovable characters and a story full of jokes and other humorous scenes. The game is a combination of pixel and 3D graphics that provide an interesting and original art style. The adventure is set in the real marine environment of a blue hole, filled with over 200 kinds of sea creatures, so catch and make sushi from all of them. The Age of Decadence. As developers of this game say, traditionally many fantasy RPGs are about killing things, clearing up dungeons and being a hero. But Age of Decadence wants nothing to do with kobolds, just as it wants nothing to do with doodads or
unimaginable power.
The overarching idea is a crumbling society divided among 3 noble houses, each fumbling around in its own version of darkness to comprehend what destroyed the world. That's the central mystery. So here you are, the detective, piecing together what really happened from different accounts. So basically this is a low fantasy post-apocalyptic game, which is way less common than usual post-apocalypse with irradiated wasteland anywhere you go. The game is not very long. It will take around 14 hours to finish, but be aware of various bugs and glitches. Not everyone experienced those, but to be sure you can download a demo version on Steam absolutely free and just test it out. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I really do recommend playing the first part before diving into the second one. Not because you won't understand what is happening, but because the first part is way cheaper, and it is actually a very good game that will introduce you to the characters and the world of this franchise. Anyway, if you don't care about that, or have already played it, you can jump straight into the second one. The game will explain everything, you don't need to worry about that. So here, like in the Witcher series, you won't be able to create your own character, but we'll have to dive into the story as Henry, a dude who went on a quest to avenge his murdered parents, and from a simple working class man became an experienced warrior. So in the second part, you will shape Henry's destiny further. Go from bustling city streets to lush forest and feel the clash of steel as you slay your enemies left and right. Well, that won't be easy. The game makes you actually use your motoric skills if you want to actually slay anything and not be slain like a filthy pineapple and potato salad loving simpleton. Anyway, medieval Europe awaits you here with all its beauty, glory and horror. No dragons, no elves, only brutal reality of the days long gone. Solasta, Crown of the Magister. You'll discover the shattered world of Solasta, explore ruins and dungeons for legendary treasures, learn the truth of an age-old cataclysm and stop it from happening again. You will be able to create your own party of adventurers in the classic tabletop RPG tradition. The choices you will make while choosing various skills, traits and backstories of your heroes will reflect in their dialogue. You know, if some of them are born in Potato Saladistan, they will always be enemies with the guys who put pineapple in their potato salad. And with these characters you will dive into long-forgotten dungeons to unearth ancient artifacts. But stay watchful of light and darkness. Many dangers hide in the dark, but a light can attract monsters as well. Some enemies have dark vision, some may flee from your torch, but, you know, as I always say, the best way to light your way is with fireballs. It doesn't really matter if your enemies have dark vision or not. A fried monster is always better than a raw monster, so the game is pure treasure for a CRPG fans, and also it includes Dungeon Manager, so you can make your own stories and maps, or play some good ones created by way more talented people than you. Asterigos, Curse of the Stars. In this high fantasy world you will discover the long-forgotten secrets, interesting battle encounters, interconnected maps full of places to explore, and an immersive story where every choice matters. The game is really fun if you like light Souls-like battles and can enjoy a bit of cartoony graphics, but not everything is nice. Game has no map, like at all, so you will have to remember all the places in your head. That of course creates another level of immersiveness because you will have to use your actual navigational senses you usually never use in games. But do we actually want that? I don't think so. Anyway, if you decide to obtain it, the game will take about 30 hours from your boring life. Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. This is a single-player RPG set in the world of The Witcher that combines narrative-driven exploration with unique puzzles and card battle mechanics. Well, some sort of a mishmash of different things, but so is Potato Salad, so expect the best. The game spins a truly regal tale of Meve, a war veteran and queen of two northern realms, Lyria and Rivia. Facing an imminent invasion from Nilfgaard, she is forced once again to enter the warpath and set out on a dark journey of destruction and revenge. Well, honestly, if Nilfgaard changed the N in this name to M, they can invade anyone anytime they want. Just saying, nobody would resist. People are saying that the writing here is amazing, although the game itself is so unusual that sometimes it may be hard to really get into the gameplay. But don't let that discourage you, the review score is over the roof and most players who bought the game are recommending it for you, and so do I. Show those MILF Guardians who's the boss. Dead Island 2. I played the game when it came out and I can honestly say that it was an awesome experience. One of the common misconceptions was that Dead Island 2 is an open world game, but in reality it is quite linear, and I love that, especially after Dying Light 2 with boring copy-paste assets all around the map. When I played Dead Island 2 I could honestly tell that they did their best in making the environment engaging and original. Well, a few copy-pasted paintings can ruin the immersion sometimes, but the whole picture, pun intended, was great. And I can say for sure that this is not a full-fledged horror game. It is more like arcade hack and slasher with a few horror elements. Alright, and a few creepy jump scares as well. The gameplay is fast-paced and fun. The feeling of the recently started apocalypse is there as well. In short, this game feels just right, and it is nicely polished. By the way, after my playtime I have made an in-depth and really funny review and uploaded it to my channel. And after it got 1000 views, YouTube's algorithm just killed it and never ever recommended it for anyone ever again. That's why why I hate doing reviews. But you can click on the card above and watch it. I promise you will have a great time and may even buy the game after it. And now, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and subscribe, like, and you know the drill. Bye.
Subscribe to